It's really cold here this weekend. We were entered in the 3-hour race, which kicks off about 1:30. Well, we won the New Zealand title. 11 did us justice down in Christchurch, so we thought hopefully it does us justice for this series as well. The Audi R8, it's a factory-built race car, straight from Audi Sport in Germany. It's amazing though that 50% of the Audi R8 road car parts actually on the race car, so they are quite similar, very similar motor. So it's a V10 5.2 litre. I mean, you look inside it, it's just an absolute work of art. It's got your traction control, there's about 10 different settings for that. There's ABS, another 10 different settings for that. A few different engine map settings that you can run as well. So while we're out there, we get the live telemetry set back to the pit, so the guys here can see exactly what we're doing. We can't lie when we're driving out there, saying that we're full throttle when we're actually not, because they can see it straight away. But every lap I do it, and I just love it.
I mean, there's a threat of rain today as well, especially for qualifying, maybe at the start of the race. So that's going to play, a few cards in terms of what tyres we run, when our pit stops are, all that sort of stuff. So it's going to be a bit of a on the go, really.
Probably both have a run in qualifying, but it's going to be hard to see it like an actual time here, just because the variations of speeds between the different classes, up and down the field. Because this is a track where if you come across traffic in a wrong situation, it can really hurt your lap time. Endurance racing is the full team event in the actual race itself, strategy, making pit stop calls, and there is some really good competition. There's Daniel Gaunt and Sam Fulmer in the Ferrari, Johnny Reid, Neil Foss in the other R8, Clark Proctor, Andrew Porter in the Nissan GTR, GT3 car. So yeah, the competition is getting really healthy, but at the moment we're just making sure we can get our cars to the end, then we'll worry about them.
And they go, and it's off the line. The safety car's gone out to watch the Ferrari and the Audi team run for pit lane now. And here comes the Audi first, and the Ferrari's missed pit lane. He's absolutely missed pit lane behind the safety car. That has given, not only has the SMEG team lapped the entire field, it has now grabbed a whole free pit stop as well. And we've got Simon Evans in the Audi. So at some stage, hopefully, we're going to have Gene Rollison up here, because he's going to come up and have a chat to us. Just over an hour and a half behind the wheel of an Audi in some interesting conditions.
Yeah, absolutely. We had a wet start to the race, and we weren't quite sure what the strategy was going to play out, because we didn't know if the rain was coming. We had a second shower coming through, and it was quite dry halfway in between, so we weren't sure what to do with the tyres. It obviously dried out, and we thought, this next bit of rain's coming quite soon, so we'll just try and conserve. The track was drying out, so it actually got completely dry, and I couldn't find any more water anywhere else, so I couldn't cool the tyres down, but just trying to keep a pace. I could see where the cars were behind me, so just trying to gap that, and then luckily probably about an hour, just over an hour, came in, the rain started coming back, so luckily managed to save the tyres enough, and we had some more for the end, and we actually managed to lap second place, so pretty happy with that.
Trass have got Dan Gaunt behind the wheel of the Ferrari. He's a lap down, but he's going about 2 seconds a lap quicker than Simon at the moment. Now, I guess you guys are back out on wets, because I noticed Simon coming down the front straight was starting to look for water earlier on.
Yeah, exactly. Well, as I was coming in, the sun was out, so it was starting to dry again, but still too wet for slick. So we've put the wets back on. I'm assuming Dan is as well. Simon might be conserving at the moment, because there might be another shower coming along. At the end of the day, we've still got an hour or so to go. And if he manages to get in front and the safety comes along, it's almost like a free kick. So it's what makes these 3 hours so exciting. Anything can happen, especially with this weather thrown in as well. So the sky's getting a little bit grey again, so there might be a little bit more rain coming along.
That Chester's car is holding him up. Here we go, down the inside. Can he get past? Closes the door on him. Oh, this is really tight, close racing here.
Simon Evans in the pits now. So there we go. Hang on now. What do you reckon about this one, Simon?
If he's going to come into the pits now, and if he's going on to slicks, theoretically, Dan Gaunt, if he's absolutely blitzing it around there, he'll take back a lap, and that could potentially put him in really really good stead for the rest of this race on the assumption that he's got enough tyres and that he can actually keep pace with the SMEG guys.
Apparently we've now got hail. So somebody just told me we've got hail on track. Okay, we've got whoever it is, they're okay, they're out of the car. We're just trying to pick, it is at the entrance to turn 12, which is the top of the track. Simon Evans is about to lead them away for the final 9 minutes exactly as they cross the line, left to run. And it is Simon Evans now. Where is the Ferrari? Just got a red flag called on the race. We've just had a red flag called, and I'm just trying to pick out why. It will be something at the top of the track, no doubt, but that is a red flag on the race.
Ticket flags out, actually, I think you'll find. So provisionally, we've got Simon Evans and Jim Rollinson as the winner. Unfortunately, John, I think we've been robbed of a really good finish here.
How was that last stint? It was pretty full on out there.
Yeah, it was actually pretty bad. Like, I couldn't even go full throttle down the back straight or even up towards the old clubhouse because the car was just aquaplaning everywhere. So I imagine that's what's just happened to the Camaros. So hopefully they're all right.
And how did you find it out there?
Yeah, it was interesting. I had obviously a wet start, dry on track, and quite dry through the middle. So we were just trying to really race to a number and try and save those tyres because that rain was coming back, and for the second part of my stint was wet. So then we managed to gap the guys and have a bit of a cushion.